Hey everybody, Dr. Jesse Morris here. Hey, I got really good feedback on my last workout video that I did, and so I wanted to put out another one for you. And I just think it's so important right now that people keep moving their bodies. It's one of the fundamentals to keeping our immune system strong. And in my opinion, it's our duty, everyone's, to keep their own body healthy and strong during this really intense time. So this workout, we're gonna move. We're gonna just do some basic movements. I want to again be offsetting that stress of too much sitting, and we're gonna add in some layers of movements that are gonna be really good for the brain and reducing the stress in the brain. So hope you enjoy. We're gonna start off with a little breathing. Your brain needs really three things to survive. It needs oxygen, it needs stimulation, and it needs fuel. So the oxygen and stimulation, that's what we're gonna really work on through this exercise. So what I want you to do is put your thumbs on the bottom of your ribs and your pinkies on your hip bones. Okay, this is a little way to feel your ribs pull up off of your waist. What we're gonna do, we're gonna breathe in and try to elevate the ribs up. We're gonna try to hold the ribs up while you breathe out. We're just gonna start with 5 breaths here. So nice deep breath in, lift the ribs. Hold your ribs up while you breathe out. One more time, lift the ribs. Try to hold your ribs elevated while you breathe out. That's 2. Elevating the ribs, hold them up. 3. 2 more. Expanding your rib cage, hold them expanded while you breathe out. Last one, big breath. And out. Good. Shake that out a little bit. You might feel the kind of tight muscles around your rib cage stretching as we do this. It's a good thing. Okay, we're gonna do another sequence of that with a slightly different thumb position. So this time, I want you to put your thumbs on your hip bones, and you're gonna slide your thumbs up to the side of your ribs, elbows up. This is gonna help elevate the ribs a little more. So we're gonna do 5 more breaths. Big breath in. Lifting the ribs, hold them up while you breathe out. Good, here's 3. Good, big breath, lift the ribs. 4. Hold your ribs up while you breathe out. And then last breath, big breath in. Hold the rib cage up while you breathe out. Good, and then just shake that out a little bit. Okay, next we're gonna get into some hinging and just warm up the hips and the legs. So, I want you to put a hand on the bottom of your ribs and a hand down below the belly button. And this is gonna help feel your torso staying really solid and still, okay? So we want our torso to be solid, and you're gonna hinge from your hips with the torso staying long. So here's how it looks. Hands are here, you're gonna push your butt back, put your weight on your heels. Your hamstrings are gonna kind of stop you, and then we're gonna push back up. Let's do 10 of these. So hips go back, hamstrings stop you, come on back up. That's 2. You'll notice your knees are staying pretty still here. So you don't wanna really bend in the knees, all the motion's happening in the hip. That's 5, 6, 7, good. 8, hips back. 9, good, keeping your torso really solid, and 10. Okay, so the next movement, we're just warming up for right now. We're gonna go into the bottom of that hinge position, okay? So I want you to put your weight on your heels, push your butt back, push your hamstrings a little back. I want a little tension on those hamstrings. And this time we're gonna go palms forward, and we're gonna rotate the thumbs down, and then rotate the thumbs back. 10 of those. Thumbs down, thumbs back. We're just warming up through the shoulders, engaging our posture muscles. Good, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you push your thumbs back a little further? 8, good, 9. Hold the last one for just an extra little breath. 10, and then shake it out a little bit. Okay. Let's do 10 more hinges. Again, we're just warming up, and then we'll get into some more of the interesting brain work that I got in store for you today. So, hand on the bottom of the ribs, hand down below the belly button. Soft bend in the knees. We're gonna push your hips back, sit back on the hamstrings, okay? 1, 2, keeping this distance really long, keeping your torso long here. Good, that's 4, 5, good, 6, very nice, 7, 8, very nice, push your butt back, 9, hold the bottom of this last one, 10. Good, stand up, shake it out. Good, you might feel your low back starting to get a little bit activated here. Those muscles are working, it's good. Okay, we're gonna go back into that hinge position here. So your hips push back, push your hamstrings back, a little tension on the hamstrings, and this time we're gonna do a slightly different shoulder mobility piece. So I want you to put your hands behind your head, and from here, you're gonna pull your elbows to your ribs, and then hands back behind the head. So let's do 10. Elbows to the ribs, hand back behind the head, try to pull your chin back. And this is good to warm up the whole shoulder girdle, the shoulder blades moving across the ribs. Still, a little tension on the hamstrings, a little tension on the low back. It's about 6, 7, good, 8, keep breathing, 9, and 10. Excellent. Shake it out. Okay. So for the majority of the rest of this workout, we're going to be doing lunge movements. So really working our balance, and really we're going to work a lot of cross crawl movements that are really good for the brain. And so starting off, we're just going to get into a basic lunge. And what I want you to do here is put your right foot forward, and you're going to straighten your legs all the way. Okay? Your feet want to be about as wide as your hips, so you don't want to be on a tightrope where you're going to fall over. Take your feet just a little bit wide, straighten the legs all the way, and then we're just going to bend the knees. We're just going to unlock them, okay? From here, fingertips together, we're going to reach up. So when we do a lot of sitting, the hip flexors tend to get tight, the shoulders tend to get really tight, so we're going to open that back up. So arms are reaching up. And what I want you to think about here is just taking a couple deep breaths, lifting your rib cage towards the ceiling. You should get just a little stretch along the front of that left hip. Okay, I want you to lean back just a little bit, but we're going to lean back from the hips, not from the rib cage. So keep your ribs down, leaning your whole torso back. We're going to enhance that stretch just a little in the front of the hip. Couple more breaths. And shake it out. Let's switch sides on that. So, left leg is forward. Your feet are about as wide as your hips. I want you to straighten your legs all the way and unlock the knees, okay? Fingertips together, reach your hands overhead, and a couple breaths just lifting your rib cage towards the ceiling. Good, shaking it out, working that rib cage. So now I want you to lean back, but again, I want you to lean back from your hips, so pull the ribs down, and your whole torso is one solid unit. Leans back. We want to enhance that stretch in the front of the hip. Arms reaching up. Couple more breaths. Good. Shake it out. We're going to switch to the other side. We're going to do one little motion here. So with this one, we're going to get into that lunge position. So straighten your legs all the way. Unlock your knees. Arms reach up. Torso is elevating towards the ceiling. And for this one, we're going to pulse up and down on the back ankles. We're going to push up onto the back toes, drop the back heel down towards the floor. So just 5 times on each side. Warming up through the ankles, push up onto your toe and back down. Up onto your toe and back down. Good. Shake it out. Let's switch to the other side. So left foot is forward. Your feet are about as wide as your hips. Unlock the knees, reach the arms straight up, and this time we're going to push up onto the back toes, drop your heel back towards the floor. Push up onto the back toes. Good, just warming up through the ankle. Elevating your ribs towards the ceiling. 2 more. Good, and just shake it out a little bit. Okay, so the next piece I want to introduce here is a position that we're going to be going back to a few different times in a few different movements. It's called a woodpecker. And so we're going to be in a basic lunge stance. Okay, so your feet are about as wide as your hips. You lock the knees out all the way, unlock them, and instead of leaning back and stretching, we're going to lean forward and put weight on the front heel and load the front hip and the front hamstring. So this is how it looks. My front knee is pulled right back behind my front ankle. I'm going to lean forward without bending my front knee so the weight can stay onto the front heel, okay? So try to get into this position with me. So lock your knees out all the way, unlock your knees, lean your chest forward, and then take a look. Did your front knee come forward? If it did, pull it just right back behind the front ankle, okay? From here, we're going to put our fingertips together and arms are going to reach out in front of us, okay? Loading my weight onto my front heel, just hanging out here for a couple breaths, saying hello to this position. Let's switch to the other side. So, your left leg is in front, both feet are pointing straight ahead. Lock your knees out all the way, unlock your knees. So, we're going to keep that front knee pulled right back behind the front ankle. Lean your chest forward without your front knee moving forward. Push your weight into your front heel, fingertips together, arms reach straight up out in front. Hanging out, just a couple breaths, just orienting ourselves to this position here. Good, and then come stand up. Okay, so the next movement we're gonna do is a woodpecker. We're gonna make it a little more dynamic with a cross crawl activity in the arms. So this is how it looks. I'm gonna have my front leg forward, my right leg forward, sorry, leaning the chest forward. The opposite, so my right leg is forward, my left arm is going to reach up, my right hand is going to go right in front of the shoulder. So I'm here. Now the goal of this movement is I'm going to leave my torso frozen in space and I'm going to move my arms and legs around my torso that's frozen in space. It's really good for core stability and it's good for helping our brain know where we are in space. So do this with me. Put your right leg forward. Your feet are about as wide as your hips. Lock your knees out all the way. Barely unlock them. We're going to lean the chest forward with that front knee pulled back. The right leg is forward so the left arm reaches up, the right hand in front of the shoulder. Okay? That's our starting position. So we're going to go through this. We're going to just count it off to 10. So I want you to switch your arm and leg, leaving your torso frozen in space. Good. Start with a few, just getting used to it. And as you switch your legs, see if you can remember to keep the front knee, whichever one's in front, that knee pulled right back behind the ankle. Good. Keep going here. I know it's a lot to take in. Good. Couple more. Excellent. And then just shake that out. Cool. So the next movement we're going to get into, we're going to do a lunge that's also going to have a dynamic cross-crawl component to it, which is really good for the brain. So let's do some basic lunging to start, and then we'll add the arms in to make it a little more dynamic. So with a basic lunge, we're going to do what's called a backward lunge. I'm going to take, my feet are together. I'm going to take one of my feet and just step it back. I can tap the knee to the floor if I have a soft surface, otherwise just keep it up off of the floor. And then we're just gonna come back up to neutral. So that's the basic lunge that we're gonna do, okay? To make it a little more dynamic, we're gonna lunge back, and then we're gonna stand up, and that knee that lunged back is gonna pop up in front. So this is what it's gonna look like. So that's what the legs are gonna look like. And then in the arms, we're gonna do a cross crawl pattern. And so if my right leg is forward and I'm down in a lunge, my left hand crosses over to my right shoulder. As I stand up, I switch the arms and the right hand crosses over onto the shoulder, okay? This is what it looks like in real time. Okay, so try this out with me. Come on down to where your right leg is forward, your left hand crosses over to your right shoulder, okay? We're gonna stand up, left knee comes up, right hand crosses over. Let's do 10 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Hopefully you're breathing a little heavy. I know I am. Okay, let's switch over to the other side. So, same thing here. So your left knee is forward, so your right arm is crossed over. Let's do just a couple on this side to get used to it. So as you stand up, the right knee comes up, left arm crosses. This is what the motion looks like. So let's do 10 here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to do one more set of those woodpeckers with a cross crawl movement. Okay? So, your right leg is forward. Both knees are straight. Unlock the front knee. Lean your chest forward to where you push your weight onto your front heel and the front knee is pulled back. Left arm reaches up. And follow along. We're going to do 10 cross crawl patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, leaving your torso frozen in space here. 5, moving your arms around your torso, frozen in space. 7, 8, 9, good, and 10. All right, shake it out here. Okay, so now let's do just a little stretch, and then we're gonna get back into some more of those lunges. So, a little bit of stretch. Take your right leg forward one more time. We're back in that basic lunge. This time I want you to reach your arms straight up, and we're gonna do what's called a wall angel. So you're gonna pretend there's a wall behind you. I want you to pin your hands to that wall and slide your hands down the wall, opening it through the front of the shoulder. Let's do 5 here. 2, 3, good, 4, and 5. Switch to the other side. So your left leg is forward, you're in a basic lunge. Take a nice deep breath, lift the ribs, lean back a little. We're gonna reach the arms up, pretend there's a wall behind you. You're gonna pin your hands to that wall and slide your hands down. That's 1, 2, good, doing great. 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Okay, just as I promised, one more set of these cross crawl lunges. So, let's start with the right leg forward. We're gonna come down, and remember the left arm is gonna cross over. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, doing great, and 10. Let's switch to the other side. So your left leg is forward, right knee is back. Right hand crosses over to the left shoulder, that's our starting point. And let's do 10 of these, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, nice control here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. So you're doing great, and we're going to do just one more little motion here and work this cross crawl pattern just a little bit more. Okay, so this one is going to be particularly good for the brain. I'm actually going to start this way. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get back into that basic lunge stance, okay? We're going to lean the chest forward, so you're going to drive your weight into your front heel. So your weight's pushing into that front heel. This time, the palms are going to be all the way together. Palms come up out front. And what's gonna happen is my left leg is forward and my left arm is gonna come up back and open through the chest. And the key is I'm gonna keep following my thumb with my eyes the entire time. So looks like this. I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna keep following with my eyes and then bring the hand back. I'm only gonna go open up far enough to where I can keep my eyes right on my thumb, and I'm gonna keep tracking it the entire time, okay? Let's do 5 on this first side. So shake it out. Left leg is forward. Pull that front knee back, lean your chest forward. Press your weight into your front heel. Palms together, arms out in front. So keep looking directly at your left thumb. Left arm's gonna open up, track it, and bring it back. That's 1. There's 2. Great. Here's 3. Good, keep tracking that thumb. Keep your eyes right on it. 4. Excellent. 1 more. And 5. Bring it back. Whew. Shake it out. Whenever we add eye movements into an exercise, it makes the brain work a lot, and it's really good for it. So we're gonna switch to the other side. You're in a basic lunge and your right leg is forward. Straighten the knees and barely unlock them. Okay, we're gonna lean the chest forward, making sure that front knee is pulled back behind the front ankle. Palms together, hands out in front. We're gonna track our right thumb as it opens up out to the right side. Right leg is forward, right arm opens up. Here we go. 1. Good. Keep tracking your thumb. 2. Very nice. Only open as far as you can keep your eyes glued to your thumb. 3. Good. 2 more. Keep looking right at that thumb. 4. Nice. And 1 more. 5. Excellent. Shake it out for just a second. I know this is a lot. You're doing great. And we're just gonna top this off with a little bit more breathing, okay? So what we're gonna do here, instead of the decompression breathing where we're trying to open the ribs, we're gonna do some belly breathing to just calm your nervous system down. So I want you to put a hand on your heart and a hand on the belly. We're gonna take some deep breaths into the belly, and we're gonna inhale to a count of 4 and exhale to a count of 6. When we breathe into the belly and we make the exhale longer than the inhale, we engage our parasympathetic, healing, resting nervous system, which reduces our stress, which is something we all certainly need right now. So, hand on the heart, hand on the belly. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel that hand on your belly. And we're gonna breathe into that hand on the belly, into a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As your breath slows down, I want you to do 3 more of these on your own, okay? Inhaling into your belly to a count of 4. Exhaling to a count of 6. Inhale to a count of 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 more. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I want you to keep your hand on your heart, keep a hand on your belly, and just close your eyes for a moment. And I invite you to feel your feet on the floor. And I invite you to feel your muscles all over your body and really feel how strong you are. And I invite you, if you can, see if you can notice your heartbeat, and notice your breath. And can you notice the life force in you, the amazing, powerful wisdom in your body? I want you to know that you are powerful and you are strong. You are resilient. You have a strong, powerful, intelligent body. And you are beautiful. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes and following this along and moving your body with me. I appreciate you. If you want to share this with your peeps, by all means, send it out there. I'll keep doing more of these. Lots of love and stress reduction, and wash your hands, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.